No, I love you, sweetheart. Hare Krishna. Is someone on the call?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Please accept my full obeisance. God bless you, Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev.
Yes, please accept mine too. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and our dear Gurudev. So how are you, Mataji?
I'm doing fine. I'm driving home right now. Everything going well. How about with you?
I'm sorry, hon. You know what? I apologize. I wasn't focused right. I was looking at a text that they sent me from the Bhakti Loft, and I have to take another picture of myself because the owner there, he wants the pictures to be a certain way, okay? So he says, I'm very particular. Could you do another one? I'm just going to do it outside because he keeps telling me the lighting isn't light enough for him in my house, So I'll just do it outside tomorrow and send it again. This is I guess it's for the Facebook and the website, so that they can have a picture of all the instructors in there and put a biography of each one of us. And it takes work. So that's what's going on, Mataji. And I was listening to Srila Prabhupada, one of his lectures from Bhagavad Gita. I went and took a boiling hot Epsom salt bath, and I thought, you know what? There's no harm in listening in the bathroom. So I just turned on one of Prabhupada's lectures. It was fantastic. I'm going to do that a lot, and take a hot Epsom salt bath in this cold weather.
Mm-hmm. Nice. How was your class today?
It was, it's lately, I don't know what's going on. They're fantastic lately. A lot of input. And Sevananda's mother tried to join today, and it was bad because either when she called, I couldn't hear anybody else. There were like 5 people on the line. And then when I would try to listen to them, she would get cut off. So somehow I think I have to call her. It has to come from me to her and then hook everybody else up. Otherwise, for some reason.
I have that problem with you with chanting in the morning. The only person I can ever hear is you. I don't know, somehow, the way that we get connected, the only person I ever hear is you, and I don't know. So I guess it's some kind of weird thing that goes on.
I don't know what it is, Mataji. And I do have the Bluetooth volume down. I put it down like to halfway. Yeah. And I was on. Go ahead.
You had that problem with her, though. So I don't know what to say.
Yeah, she's the only one so far that I've had that. It's very clear that if I try to swap the call, there's no merging her. It's very strange. It doesn't merge her. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it didn't merge her. So I said, okay, I'll swap. And I tried to swap it, and I would hear everyone else, and then she would get cut off. It was just very strange, but very good classes lately. This past week, they were good. I was pretty shocked. They were very good, and a lot of discussion. Hare Krishna, Ruchi Mataji. Please accept our humble obeisances and all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj.
Yes, Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to our Guru
Hare
Maharaj.
Krishna, Ruchi, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Oh.
My dear Ruchi Mataji, you have to speak up because you sound so far away. You sound very, are you not well? I mean, really sick?
I have not been doing well lately for some reason. So
Good. I mean, yeah. No, you were fine today. I could hear you fine on the call this morning. So, that was good. But it just sounded like you were probably asleep or something.
That's but yeah, I've also not been doing really well, so just hang in there. Huh?
Okay. Whose class is it today? Does anybody know? Maybe it's Leela Manjari.
No, it's Prema Rasa.
Ah, very good, very good. Okay. Oh, Mataji's happy Ekadasi today. I made some really good stuff to eat today. And I just filled my belly for the last time today. I'm thinking, no, I don't know if I can hook up Shanti Mataji when I'm on a conference call. No, I don't think that's going to work. I might have to call her, and then hook onto the conference call. Is that right? Hare Krishna?
I'm sorry, were you talking to me? Because I just walked in and I wasn't listening.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I don't think I could add Shanti Mataji to this conference call like this, could I? I probably would have to call her first and then hook onto the conference.
Oh, my phone says add a call. I'm not sure if that works, but you can try.
Because I have hooked her on that way before. And let me see if I can add her. I'm just going to see if it works. Are you on, Shanti Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Oh, good. I was just trying to call you. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada.
Please accept mine to Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Okay, so who is giving class today, Mataji?
Prema Rasa Mataji. So we're waiting. We have Manasi Ganga on the call and Ruchi Mataji, and now yourself and me.
Oh, okay.
Hare Krishna, Shanti. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev.
Hare Krishna, Manasi Ganga Mataji. How are you, Mataji? Please accept mine too. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. How are you, Mataji?
I'm doing fine. I'm hoping you are. We miss your association. I don't hear your questions like I did over the summer. Missing you. Hoping everything's going well.
Everything going well, Mataji. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. We miss your association too.
I need your association, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. I know, so I'm a little bit behind. So what to say?
Yeah,
I mean, little Maya.
Yeah, I'm running behind. I'm running behind trying to catch you.
Sorry?
I was said I'm running behind trying to catch up with you, Mataji.
Oh my God, thank you. That's why, I was thinking, if I try to, hold someone's like devotee's hand, maybe I might gonna be okay, so I will leave. So I want somebody to hold me so they won't, leave me.
Yeah.
So hold my hand. So
yes, together we'll pull each other.
I won't be lost in this Maya. So when are you planning to come over here, Mataji?
Probably next fall through next winter is when I'll make the move. Looking forward to it.
You mean the coming fall?
Yeah. It's coming around.
Wow. Okay, that's good then. That's in the corner. You mean in the fall?
Excuse me?
You say in the fall?
In the fall through the winters, when I don't know exactly when, but that's when I'm hoping and planning. Oh, maybe some people are on the line.
Okay, we will talk later, Mataji.
We'll talk later, yeah. Hare Krishna.
Shanti Mataji, welcome to the class.
Hare Krishna.
For a long time.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prema Rasa Mataji.
Thank you.
Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada.
Please accept mine to Mataji. All glories to Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. So I could hear Manasi Ganga Mataji, Govardhan Lila Mataji, Shanti Mataji and my sister. I don't know if anybody else is on the call.
And Ruchi Mataji is on there too.
Okay. Very nice Mataji. So, start with here. Hare Krishna, I'm also here. Yeah, Hare Krishna, Manjari Devi. Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Dadati Swapadantikam Mancha Karipatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayat Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtuki. Okay, so we are from Canto 2, Chapter 10, text number 46. Ayantu Brahmana Kalpa Savikalpa Udarati Vidhi Sadarano Yatra Varga Prakrita Vaikritaha. Translation. This first classes of creation and annihilation described in summary herein is the regulative principle during the duration of Brahma's one day. It is also the regulative principle in the creation of Mahat, in which the material nature is dispersed. By his divine grace. Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. There are three different types of creation called Mahakalpa, Vikalpa and Kalpa. In the Mahakalpa, The Lord assumes the first Purusha incarnation as Karnodakshay Vishnu with all the potencies of the Mahatattva and the 16 principles of creative matter and instruments. The creative instruments are 11, the ingredients are 5, and all of them are products of Mahat or materialistic ego. These creations of the Lord, these creations by the Lord in his feature as Karnodaksha Vishnu are called Mahakalpa. The creation of Brahma and dispersion of the material ingredients are called Vikalpa, and the creation by Brahma in each day of his life is called Kalpa. Therefore, each day of Brahma is called a Kalpa, and there are 30 Kalpas in terms of Brahma's days. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 8:17 as follows. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Ahar Yad Brahmano Vidu Pratim Yuga Sahasrantam Te Hano Rata Vidhojana. In the upper planetary system, the duration of one complete day and night is equal to one complete year of this earth. This is accepted even by the modern scientists and attested by the astronauts. Similarly, in the region of still higher planetary systems, the duration of day and night is still greater than the heavenly planets. The 4 yugas are calculated in terms of the heavenly calendars and accordingly are 12,000 years in terms of the heavenly planets. This is called a Divya Yuga, and 1,000 Divya Yugas make one day of Brahma. The creation during the day of Brahma is called Kalpa, and the creation of Brahma is called Vikalpa. When Vikalpas are made possible by the breathing of Mahavishnu, this is called a Mahakalpa. There are regular and systematic cycles of these Mahakalpas, Vikalpas, and Kalpas. In answer to Maharaj Parikshit's question about them, Sukadeva Goswami answered in the Prabhasa Kanda of the Skanda Purana. They are as follows. Shanti Mataji, do you have a book? Would you like to read? I mean, you don't join that often, so.
Sorry, Mataji.
You want to read?
Mataji?
Would you like to read, Shanti Mataji?
I have a book. Yeah.
You have a book. Okay, great. Okay, Mataji. Sorry, there is a long section of part from the Skanda Purana in this verse. So, we are reading from Canto 2, Chapter 10, Text 46.
Mm-hmm. You want me to read this?
Yeah, sure. You can continue, or
Okay.
if you want, I can read the text from Skanda Purana and you can read the English part.
Where is the, I don't have the Nepali, I'm sorry, Sanskrit part, Mataji. Oh, you mean this, okay. Pratham, is that the one? Start from there?
Yeah, you can read it. Sure.
Mataji, okay, if I pronounce wrong, so you could, correct me, okay?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay. Prathambha Sweta Kalpasta Dvitiya Nila Lovitaha Vamadevas Tritiyastu Tato Gathantaro Paraha Raurava Panata Pancha Ma Prakotha Sasthaha Prana Iti Smritaha Saptamotha Brihat Kalpaha
कंदर्पोस्तम उच्यते सद्योऽथ नवमः कल्प ईशानो दशात्ममृतः ध्यान एकादशः प्रकृतस् तथा तारस्वतो परः त्रयोदश उदानतु गरुडो थ चतुर्दशः पौरमः पंचदशो. How to pronounce this? Geheyu. पौर्णमासी प्रजापतेः तदाश नरसिंह तु समाधिष्ठु ततो परः अग्नेयो विष्णुजः सौरः समकल्पस्ततो परः द्वाविंशो भावनः प्रकृत सुपुमान् इति चापरः वैकुण्ठस्यास्तिस्तद्वत् बलिकल्पस्ततो परः सप्तविंशो था वैराजो गौरीकल्पस्तथा परः महेश्वरस्तथा त्रिपुरो यत्र घातितः पितृकल्पस्तथा सन्ने यः कुरो ब्रह्मण स्मृता. Mataji, you want me to read these too?
Yes, Mataji, you can finish the text. Just read the whole book.
Oh my God! Thank you, Mataji. My pronunciation is so good. Okay, no, therefore the 30 kalpas of Brahmas are Shweta Kalpa, Nilolohita, Vamanadeva, Gathantara, Raurava, Prana, Brihat Kalpa, Pandharva, Sadyotha, Isana, Dhyana, Saraswata, Udana, Garuda, Kauram, Narasimha, Samadhi, Agniye, Vishnuja, Saura, Samokalpa, Bhavana, 23. Oh, sorry, I should say this too. 23, Supuma, 24, Vaikuntha, 25, Arshisa, 26, Valikalpa, 27, Vairaj, 28, Gauri Kalpa, 29, Maheshwara, 30, Prithu Kalpa. These are Brahma's days only, and he has to live months and years up to 1,000. So we can just imagine how many creations there are in kalpas only. Then again there are vikalpas, which are generated by the breathing of Mahavishnu as stated in the Brahma Samhita. Yes ka nishasta kalam atha valambaya jivanti loma vilaja jagat ananda nathat. The Brahmas live only during the breathing period of Mahavishnu.
So the exhaling and inhaling of Vishnu are Mahakalpas, and all these are due to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for no one else is the master of all creation.
Thank you so much, Shanti.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Would you like to say something?
Mataji, that's what I was going to say. Oh my God, I just don't understand what is all these kalpas.
Yeah, I also don't understand Mataji.
I was
asking questions today.
Oh my God. Mataji,
Yeah.
no, so in my teensy brain, so I just don't understand. So you can go ahead.
I also don't understand Mataji. So there will be no question answer session today. I will just speak something and then we'll hang up the phone.
No, Mataji. So no, you don't say that.
So when I read
you
this
are
verse,
very nice, Guru Amma. You are very nice, Guru Amma.
So when I read this verse, I exactly felt like how you felt, Shanti Mataji. I was like, oh my God, what is all this about? How can I even say anything about all this? So I went back and I heard what Maharaj had to speak about this verse. And thankfully we have gurus and Srila Prabhupada in our lives. So we can actually understand a tiny bit of what is being said in scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is what I got.
So, okay, Mataji, I have one question. So it has 30 kalpas, right?
Yeah. Each kalpa is 1 day of Brahma.
And the 30 kalpas, so that's his, life
Days
expansion? 30 kalpas? No, the 30 kalpas, that's his, life expansion. Like he lives up to 30 kalpas.
No.
And again,
no. 30 kalpas is just like we have 1 month. That is 1 month of Brahma. So there are 30 days we have in 1 month. So he has 30 kalpas.
Oh my God.
So there are all the names of the 30 days that 30 days of Brahma, which make 1 month of the life of Brahma, are mentioned in this verse. Yeah, so those are the names
so this
of
is 30 days
days
of Brahmas. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So I'll try to do my best. So here, so first in the translation, let's read the translation again. So it says, this process of creation and annihilation described in summary herein is the regulative principle during the duration of Brahma's 1 day. So for me, in the beginning, I was trying to understand what does it mean when they say it's a regulative principle during the duration of Brahma's 1 day. So basically here, the inference of regulative principle actually means duty or his dharma, like what does he actually do. And then it says that it is also the regulative principle in the creation of Mahat, in which the material world is dispersed. So in the previous verses, we were actually hearing about the process of creation and annihilation. And it is described that this is the summary verse of all those verses, which actually ends. And then from the next verse, actually, we hear a different answer of Sukdev Goswami, because there are so many questions that Maharaj Parikshit had asked him in the 8th chapter. So Sukdev Goswami has started to answer, and now he is actually covering the 2 topics of Sarga and Visarga. That means, how does this material world come into being? What is it that actually happens when this whole cosmic manifestation unfolds? And so it is said that there are 3 different types of creation. And these different types of creation actually take place at different times. Like the Mahakalpa is actually the time when the breathing of Mahavishnu or Karnadaksha Vishnu actually takes place. And when he breathes, inhales and exhales, so many different universities come out from his body. And that is actually called as the Mahakalpa. Then later, Brahma actually comes from the navel of Garbhodaksha Vishnu. And when Brahma comes out, and then he tries to understand what are his duties and how he has to put creation into place, that is called as Vikalpa. And then there is the third aspect, which is the Kalpa, which is considered as one day of Brahma, after which there is a partial devastation, which is the night of Brahma. So at the night of Brahma, there is a partial devastation, and there is actually all the living entities, there is no activity, or it's more like everything gets dissolved. And then again in the day of Brahma, then again the creation begins, and then everybody starts to, the time puts the things into motion, and again the things start to move. So that's the starting of the day of Brahma, which is known as Kalpa. So Maharaj actually speaks in his lecture about part which is not exactly in Srimad Bhagavatam, but he actually adds from a book called Brihad Bhagavatamrita, and he says that actually before the night of Brahma, this is how the partial devastation looks like. So there is 100 years of drought, starting from Sarga, that is the heavenly realm, to all the way to the bottom of the universe. So actually there is the earthly realm, which is the middle part of the universe. There are 7 upper planetary systems and there are 7 lower planetary systems. So there is actually 14 planetary systems in total. And this Swargaloka is actually the third amongst the top planetary systems. So it said there is Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, and then there is Swargaloka. Then there is Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka. So these are the 7 upper planetary systems, of which the Swargaloka is the third planet. So it is described that from the third of the top planetary systems all the way to the 7, all the way to Patalaloka. I think Patala is the lowest amongst everything else. So up to there is a drought of 100 years. Then when there is a drought, everything becomes dry. It becomes so dry that even by a touch of fire, everything goes into flames. So after the drought, everything dries, and then there is a fire. Now it is said that because of the fire in all of those 7 lower planetary systems and 3 upper planetary systems, everything, the universe becomes really hot. And the people from the Maharloka and the Janaloka, they move to Tapaloka. And then it is described, he also a little speaks about what actually happens in Maharloka. So he says that Maharloka, the inhabitants are basically grihasthas who reside in Maharloka. And they are not pure devotees, that's why they are still residing in those planets. But they're very attached to the Supreme Lord. So they basically they perform yagyas. So after one yagya is over, then again they start a second yagya. And once that yagya is over, then again they start a yagya. But it is said that because they live in the higher realms, so what happens is every time they perform a yagya, then Krishna, as Yageshwara, he actually appears from the yagya with extended arms, and he accepts all the offerings that the Maharloka people, inhabitants of the Maharloka, they offer to Krishna. They said that the yagya is like the tongue of Vishnu. So anything that we offer in the yagya, Krishna actually accepts through his mouth. So in Maharloka, it is said that Krishna, Yageshwara, he actually comes with his extended arms and he accepts all the offerings in Maharloka. And as soon as he accepts everything, then he disappears. And then the inhabitants start in the second yagya so that they can actually see Krishna, the form of Krishna. So that is how the Maharloka looks like. Then there is Tapaloka, where all these Maharloka and Janloka people, they migrate or they go up in the planetary system. And Tapaloka is mostly, the inhabitants are all brahmacharis. They are lifelong celibates and they mainly do meditation. And it is said that while they do meditation, they actually see the form of Krishna within their heart for a very, 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 very long time. Actually, this description is also part of Gopakumar's description when he's traveling all the way to Goloka Vrindavan. So he actually goes from one planet to another planet and he actually sees how those inhabitants actually live their lives. So when he goes to Tapaloka, that's what he sees. He actually wants to find out if this is the place where his beloved Krishna as Madan Gopal is residing. He actually doesn't know. Gopakumar doesn't know. So Gopakumar is actually a cowherd boy. His name is Kumar. And because he's a cowherd boy, he's called Gopakumar. So one day what happens is that he gets a mantra from his spiritual master, and even before he hears anything, the spiritual master actually disappears from that part, from that place. So Gopakumar actually doesn't know how many times the mantra needs to be chanted, when the mantra needs to be chanted, how it needs to be chanted, but he had faith in the word of his spiritual master. So what he does is that he makes the mantra his life and soul. And he keeps chanting and chanting and chanting and chanting. And he has faith that by chanting this mantra, one day he will get to see Madan Gopal. So in that way, through the strength of that mantra, he's traveling to different planetary systems. And then when he goes to Tapaloka, he actually sees all the people who are sitting there in meditation for very, 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 very long time. And he's waiting there for the meditation to finish so that he can actually find out from them if this is the place where Madan Gopal lives. So after a very long time, their meditation actually breaks because they're seeing the Paramatma form of the Lord within their heart. And they're very satisfied by seeing that form. So they're in that deep presence, deep meditation. And then what happens is that they actually come out of meditation and he starts to ask questions. And then later they actually engage him in meditation also. But soon he understands that he's not feeling the same happiness that he was feeling while chanting the mantra that his spiritual master had given. So he actually leaves that place and then he travels more and more. Now again, coming back to the partial devastation, so what happens is that after the drought, everything becomes dry, then there is fire, and after the fire, there is ashes. Now, once there are ashes, then there is a big downpour of rain. And with that rain, there is a big flood, which actually washes off, basically inundates everything, all the ashes, everything. And then when the whole universe becomes engulfed in water. Now, when the water subsides, that's when it is time for Brahma's next day. So this is one kalpa. That's like one day of Brahma. So one may ask that we are hearing all these big things. We are hearing the names of the different days of different kalpas or different days of Brahma. We are hearing the Mahakalpa, which is the creation when it's the Pradhan separates from the Mahatattva by the glance of Mahavishnu. And then we also spoke about Vikalpa, which is the creation that Brahma does in the beginning of his day. So while all these are there in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is for us to understand that how does it actually help us in our Krishna consciousness. And actually, Maharaj actually gives a very, very beautiful answer in the lecture. He says that it is important for us for one primary principle, then there are other principles, but the primary principle is that devotees like to hear about Krishna. And because Krishna is doing all this creation, because Krishna is involved in his creation through his expansions, we are interested in topics like this. And then he says something that is very, very interesting. He says that the purpose for us, our purpose of this life is self-realization. And in order for us to do self-realization, it is very important that we actually come from a mode of ignorance platform to a mode of goodness and then to a mode of transcendence platform. And what does this actually do when we move through Krishna consciousness from all these different platforms to the platform of transcendence? Actually, in transcendence, all the subtle things that are actually part of Krishna's plan, one becomes eligible to understand. Otherwise, with our, just like Shanti Mataji was sharing, I felt exactly like that I couldn't understand one bit of the purport. Nothing made sense to me because everything was so big and so huge. So it was very difficult. And that's exactly what Maharaj was saying in the class, that with our mind or with our capacity, it is very difficult for us. We are even not eligible to understand how Krishna puts this whole creation into being. So it is very important for us that we actually cultivate through Krishna consciousness. We somehow get in tune with the Paramatma. And then slowly by slowly, we can move to the place where these subtleties can be understood, that intelligence is provided. Then we can understand. And then he actually gives the example of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Says Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was a great astrologist. He was like so great that when he was in his teens, he actually wrote a book. And when he wrote a book, all the people around who were already practicing astronomy and astrology both, they actually came to him and then they said that, oh, you defeated all of us. You wrote such an excellent book. You could understand the positions of the planets, and the math, the science so perfectly that we cannot even match what you wrote. But eventually, he actually understood that this is not, although Krishna had given him the excellence to understand the subtleties, but still more than that is the platform of devotion. More than that is the platform of devotion to Krishna. So eventually he gave up that and then he went to a secluded place, and for 9 years he started to chant 1 billion holy names. So he had that intelligent acumen that Krishna had provided him with to understand all this. And then Maharaj says that Krishna, when he does things, whatever he does, he actually does with so much of perfection, and he does it in a way that it's very easy for us to understand. That's the reason why all of these, the kalpas, the vikalpa, the mahakalpa, everything actually has a cyclic pattern. And those who have this acumen or the capacity to understand these subtle subjects, they can actually predict what's going to happen in so many years, and so many this is how the planets will move, and that's how this is what is going to happen next, and then this is what is going to happen next. So that's how Krishna is providing us with another aid for us to understand what is happening. So most of the times, people actually in India, they go to astrologists and then they try to understand that, what are the auspicious moments? What is it that I can do to make my life better in terms of, actually it is so that it can help our devotion actually. It's so that, like it is said that if we do, because we want to do everything in an auspicious moment, because we want the best for Krishna. That is the reason. If somebody wants to start a store, somebody wants to harvest a crop, somebody wants to do something, they want the best as an offering to Krishna. That's why they go and ask an astrologist to tell them what is these auspicious moments when they can actually begin this and then do something that is fruitful, that can help 10 other people, and then eventually whatever comes, they can actually return it back as an offering to the Lord. But on this topic, actually, Prabhupada says that we actually go to the weather channel sometimes to see whether it's going to rain, whether it is a sunny day, what kind of a weather it is, so that we can take a precaution. Precaution is that we carry an umbrella if it's going to rain. Similarly, when we go and ask to an astrologist, they actually give us a precaution. Okay, so something is not okay. Maybe you would like to do this so that you can continue with your journey in a smooth way. But one may just have faith in Krishna and may not choose to carry an umbrella also, which is okay. And that's what Maharaj was making a point, that if we actually accept the higher mode of transcendence of the fact that Krishna is going to protect us, then we don't really need to go to an astrologist, or we don't have to go to to a person who can predict our future and tell us, because for us every moment is auspicious in service of Krishna. As devotees, our goal is to dedicate every moment, every part of our life to Krishna. Every moment. So every moment that we are living is an offering to Krishna. That's the mood of a devotee. And then he was sharing that Mansi Ganga Mataji also shared this. I think some devotees at that time were not there, that she was sharing about the history of how the Christian culture speaks about. He says, she was sharing that one day God wanted to have light, and then there came light. And the next day he wanted, probably I'm messing up the order, but he wanted grain, and then the grain manifested, something of that sort. So he was sharing that when this Christian philosophy is presented to the scientists, because they don't have a deep understanding, the scientists refute the philosophy, and then they say that yours is blind faith, because it doesn't really say, it doesn't really have a concrete figure or the day, or like there's nothing very detailed about the philosophy. But what he meant to say is that in the Vedas, like in Srimad Bhagavatam, everything is so detailed, so scientific, that even scientists cannot understand. To that detail, everything is presented in Srimad Bhagavatam. Because it is coming directly from Krishna. We were talking about it yesterday also, that those Chaturshloki verses actually came from Krishna. And then Brahma, he unlocks it. So what we do is that and also another thing that this understanding of the creation helps us is that it actually gives us a clear picture of how we were and how this creation happened. So it gives us a way of how we travel, so we can actually figure out a way to go back home to Godhead. And it says that this is the door that you came out from, now this is the door that you go in. But as much as we would know the direction to head towards the door, we also need the master key that opens all those doors to go back home. And that is the process of Krishna consciousness. That's the process of pure devotion through which we serve Krishna moment to moment. So basically, that's what I got from this verse based on the class I heard. So I'll leave some time for others to share what they like to share and correct or like to add. So please go ahead. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prema Rasa. Thank you for the very nice class.
Thank you. I was only trying to repeat what Maharaj said. That also I don't think I did so well. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it was very nice to hear about Gopakumar's journey to different planets and what happens at the time of annihilation. And the detail with which Srimad Bhagavatam describes about the structure of the universe and the process of creation. I appreciated those points.
I have a question.
Thank you. Yes, Mataji.
What does it mean? The day of Brahman mean?
What does it mean as a day of Brahma? So
Yes.
actually we have 4 yugas. Yeah, Mataji, you know that there is a Satya Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Kali Yuga.
Okay.
So there are 4 yugas. Right now we are in the 4th yuga, in Kali Yuga.
Yes.
And 1,000 of those yugas is 1 kalpa.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else would like to share anything?
Actually, I also was going to share that Maharaj made a very nice point in one of the lectures that I was hearing, is that, when raising children, the parents have to, they take on a lot of trouble to make sure that the child is safe and protected and well-fed and well-dressed and so many things. But the child doesn't understand like what goes on to just take care of him because he's so young. So similarly, Maharaj was saying although we turned away from Krishna, we are still his children. And in order to fulfill our desires to turn away from him, he has created this whole entire material creation. In other words, if there were no rebellious souls, there was no need for doing all these things. But to give them a place to play without him, he went through all this trouble of creating this material universe.
Yeah, thank you so much for bringing this point. Actually, every time I think, because I know that first when I came to this temple, everybody used to say Krishna is very kind, Krishna is very kind. But I know that even now I don't really understand what his kindness is. But when I hear things like this, it only makes me feel that Krishna is really kind. We've never looked towards him, but he's done so much for us. If I know that if I was in his place, I wouldn't have done. If somebody does this to me, they leave me and go. I'll never look back on them, I think. But yeah, really, he's very, very, very caring and very loving. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, Mataji. I think that everybody is already unlocking their master keys to go back home, back to Godhead. So we'll end here, and then we'll see if the doors are already unlocked by tomorrow. We'll hear from everybody tomorrow then. Okay. So, may I know who else is in the class? I know Linda Mataji is joined. Anybody else? Rishali Mataji, are you there? Antaranga Seva Mataji. Okay.
I am there, Mataji.
Oh, Ruchi Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you for the nice class. Very nice.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji, for the very nice class.
Thank you, Mataji. So we'll continue tomorrow?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Prema Rasa, for your class.
Thank you. Okay. So, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Jai.